What's up, you guys? This is Brittany from She Abundantly at sheabundantly.com. I want to share with you the benefits of knowing yourself, being in tune with yourself. So a quick story that actually happened yesterday and today. I gotta give you a little context. So I experienced a traumatic event. I was raped by a guy. Okay, I have yet to share that story because there's so much context within that story. It's so good. I know it sounds so bad, but it's so good. I've extracted a lot of wisdom from it, both on my part and the person's part. You know, I went through a lot of healing, still going through a lot of just learning things from that encounter that I gotta share this within its original. It needs its own form. You know what I'm saying? It needs its own whatever, whether it be a book or I don't know. But it's coming. It got to come out some kind of way. But yes, I experienced that. And yesterday when I caught an Uber, a ride home, my Uber driver, my LYFT driver resembled the person who raped me, in regards to how he sounded. Okay. His tongue and like accent and things of that nature. And I just remember, first off, I just came off of a 1 week celebration with beautiful sisters, friend sisters. And so I've been in a week full of connection and good health and all that stuff. And me coming home, coming off of that high, I still want that connection. I'm still like vulnerable in that way. So I get this LYFT driver who reminds me of the guy that violated me. And we had a really good conversation. You know, he seemed like a really cool guy. We talked about our faith. You know, he shared his Christian walk. I shared my Christian walk. I actually asked him a specific question so that he could reveal his relationship with Christ, so that I can get detail about it, because he was a handsome guy as well. And so, you know, when you see somebody that you like or that's appealing, you want to dig deeper. You want to get inside, ring their doorbell to see who answers, to see what's inside. And so that's what I was doing. And, you know, he's talked about how he had a dog and things of that nature, a brand new puppy. And I was excited, like, oh, I love dogs, love puppies, and just yada, yada, yada. But we had a really good conversation for like, I think the ride was like 45, 50 minutes. You know, there was bit of attraction and all that stuff. Okay, I get home, and that's that. The very next day when I wake up, I'm like, I want to hang out with that guy. Man, you know what? I'm gonna text that guy because I want to hang out with his puppy. Now, granted, I love puppies, I do. But I was like, you know, I just want to hang out with his puppy. Maybe he's going to go to a dog park today, because he said he was going to go to a dog park yesterday. So I just want companionship. I just want to hang out. I want male companionship. I want male energy and all that stuff and yada yada. And I knew this is the benefit of knowing who you are, knowing how you're wired, knowing, just being in tune with yourself. I knew that my attraction to him was really because I wanted to feel that space that the previous guy left, the guy who raped me. Now, of course, rape is a horrible thing, but that doesn't stop your heart from yearning for the very last thing that it had, whether it was by force or not. And because of how he sounded just like him. I was attracted to this LYFT driver because he resembled that guy in that way. And I was trying to reason within my mind to get back to that guy through the dog or through, like, I just want companionship. I just want interaction and stuff like that. Now that is mixed with my desire of companionship. That is a true intimate, true healthy desire, and it is present. I am at that healthy stage of like wanting a family and all that good stuff. And so knowing me and how I'm an alpha female. If I want something, sometimes in the past or a few times in the past, I will go for it. I would open the door and say something to a guy, just kind of open that doorway. There's a way to do certain things, but I know me. That would not have been good for me to pursue him in that way. Because I can, like I said, I could be alpha, and he didn't pursue me. He didn't, open up that door. But I went to my brother-in-law This is why I say every woman needs a man. Every woman needs a father figure. Every woman needs you. It's inevitable. Every woman needs healthy counsel from a healthy male, a healthy man, not a male, but a man, an elder or somebody. But I went to him. I just called him because we're in the same house, and I was like, bro, I want male companionship, and I want to hang with that guy. I have to expose and have to share that. And I said, you know, I just want to go to the dog park. I just want, and he's telling me what I already know. He's saying, yeah, you know, this healthy desire, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you just get a dog? Why don't you just go get a dog? You know, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? But I'm like, bro, but I want to hang with him though. But I want to, he was like, nah, that ain't a good idea. Nah, that ain't good because, you know, you texting this dude after he done dropped you off, that would look weird. And, you know, he was just giving me a male's perspective, and he was showing me my alpha energy and how that would come off to a guy. And he was breaking it down contextually because he knows me. He knows my wiring. He knows my past. He knows how everything has happened in any kind of relationship with a guy. And so he's just telling me about me, and I'm like, yeah, bro, I know. And I know it too, but I'm just like, I want what I want. You know, I woke up and I really desired connection because, mind you, like I said, I was aware of the fact that I just got off of a 1-week vacation full of connection and health. And, you know, now I'm back at home and I don't necessarily have peers to communicate with. Now, wanting to be around healthy male energy or connect with a man that's not bad within itself, it is healthy, it is good, but you gotta be mindful. I'm sharing this story to say this: you have to do an inventory of everything that's going on inside of you to help you make the best decision in the moment. If I would have texted that guy, because I had his number because I made a phone call to him as a LYFT driver to see where he was. So I had his number already in my phone. I knew he had a puppy. I was trying to make a connection just to get to the guy because, you know, had I not did an assessment of the trauma, like, no, you just want him, you're connected to him or drawn to him because he sounds like the guy who raped you. He sounds like that, you know, and so your heart is looking for solace. Your heart is looking for connection, or your heart is looking for the very thing that left you. Okay. Had I not been mindful of that, I would have made a decision. I would have texted him. I would have reached out to him. We would have, you know, got together. Now, I'm not saying that it would have went further and we would have did something crazy or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, when you open a door that you are not supposed to, that is not healthy, you don't know what's on the other side. And the reason why I'm saying this is because a lot of women find themselves in these situations. You're sitting up one day, you're feeling like you want intimacy, or you're feeling like you're horny, or you're feeling like you just want something, and you'll make a decision based on your surroundings. I saw this guy works in my job, this guy I live with, I mean, not live with, but he's in my apartment complex or down the street, or not realizing that the real thing that you're desiring is not necessarily that guy, but you're desiring connection, or you're desiring healing. You're desiring real healthy things, but it's not found in that person. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really connected to this man because he was a good fit for me, because I even noticed details within his character, his alpha versus in my alpha. That would have been a really bad chemical combustion if we would have got together or pursued something, or just, you know, opened that door. You know what I'm saying? I could tell he was attracted to me and I was attracted to him. Had I opened that door, I just wanted companionship in the moment. I know I didn't want to take it any further. But had I opened that door, then I'd be opening up the possibility of something he may think is more of this. I'll be lying to him. I would be deceiving him. I'll be playing with his heart. So we find ourselves in these situations not considering what's going on inside of us, or considering the outcome of what it could possibly end up in. This is how we get ourselves in trouble. After my bro told me, no, don't do it. I was like, but I want to do it. I want to hang out with a man. I want to, you know, we find ourselves in those positions. I want to hang out with a man. I want male attention. Start to pout. I said, all right, bro. He went on about his business because we was both getting ready for service. I went in the room, started finishing up doing my hair. Had to redo my hair. And I'm like, God, I feel a cry coming on. I feel a cry. Let it come out. Let it come out. First it wasn't coming out, and then it came. I started to weep. I started to cry. And what was happening was I was allowing that desire for that man to die. And when anything dies, you grieve it. You cry it out. I'm sharing all this again to say there's going to come times where we are going to have to submit certain desires to God and let them die and experience the grief of that. And it's okay to do that. It took sacrifice. It took a willingness to know myself. It took a willingness to submit to my accountability. It took a willingness to submit to God and a willingness to submit to the truth that that man was not for me. that man, it was just a soul-ish attraction that was based, that stemmed from evil, that stemmed from a lie being told to my heart through that previous guy raping me. I had to allow that desire to die. And after I cried it out, I felt better. Young woman, allow yourself to grieve some desires. Because if you would take an assessment of your life, assessment of your heart, a lot of these desires that you're having in the moment, a lot of them are birthed from a place of emptiness and pain, from what the previous guy left inside of you. And it cannot be healed by running to another guy. It's going to have to be healed by truth, by God's Spirit, by you allowing to sit with the Lord, by you allowing him to prune you and giving you accountability in the form of other people so they can prune you and sharpen you as well. Because if you don't allow yourself to be healed and you keep running to the next thing that triggers you and tempts you and reminds you of your past, you're going to go through this cycle of brokenness and pain. And what happens is when you're constantly being broken in pain, you lose hope and you lose faith. You lose hope in men, faith in men, hope in God, faith in God, hope in the generation, hope in yourself. You lose hope in a future healthy family, healthy marriage, healthy everything. And I thought about this as well. The more you stay broken, the more you take yourself out of even other healthy connections. Because healthy people can only hold on to a broken person for so long. Okay, healthy people can only be in intimate communication or intimate interaction with a broken person for so long. When a woman chooses to stay broken or be broken, the only kind of relationship that I can have with her really is a mentor and mentee. We can't get close. She can't really walk with me, and vice versa. I can't walk with other people on an intimate connection because I'm constantly staying in this broken cycle while they're continuously going forward and healing. We would become unequally yoked. You understand what I'm saying? We won't be able to walk together, to talk together. So think about your life in that way. Is that relationship or that impulse worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth losing friends and family? Like, is it worth losing out on the goodness that God really has for you? These are the decisions that you're going to have to come to on the process of healing. Do you really want to be what God has called you to be? Do you really want to heal? Do you really want to grow? And that whole friend thing, that really got me, because I'm like, yo, there's some people I've had to let go because they didn't want to heal and they don't want to heal. And it was some people that I didn't want to let go, or not even let go, but we had to shift our dynamic to where we're not as close anymore. And it's like, man, if I keep walking with you in a close way, your shattered glass of a heart is going to cut me, and vice versa. In order for me to walk with certain people, I have to heal. And the more I want healthy relationships, it motivates me to heal even more. So I even thought about that. I don't want to even open the door to see what potentially would happen. You know what I'm saying? And potentially lose out on my healthy relationships that I have now. And so I just want to share that with you guys. I know how it feels to want a guy, to want something in the moment, to want a satisfaction of something and not get it, and have to deny my flesh, have to deny that thing and cry it out and pout it out and cry. Why God? When I want even just crying. And when I was crying and releasing, I turned inwardly. See, we tend to turn outwardly to a guy or to alcohol or to food or to drugs. I turned inwardly, and God reminded me of the very thing that he promised me, the very thing that he said my kingdom, my purpose partner would look like and sound like. And that's how I knew that person wasn't that. Even from a short conversation with him, his spirit did not resonate with the spirit that God revealed to me that my husband would resemble and be. Which even helped me not text the guy. You know what I'm saying? It helped me even more. So allow yourself, I'm gonna end it here. Allow yourself to cry it out. Be willing to kill some of those desires because they're not birthed from a healthy place anyway. You want connection? Some of us need to go get a puppy. Go hug your father. Go hug your brother. Go hug a true, real friend. Not no play, huh? That would touch your booty after they hugged you. No, I'm not talking about that no bull crap, but a real friend. Go hug a mentor. Go hug somebody, even an elder at work. Go hug a real person to where you can get that feeling or that need met in a healthy way. But we got to be more aware and mindful of what's going on inside of us so that we can assess it and make better decisions is what I'm trying to say. So be encouraged, young woman. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. And it's going to be okay. Live through the moment. Don't make the decisions in the moment. Assess it. And I'm going to end it with this. Anytime you feel like going with a guy or doing something with a guy, tell it to a wise person in your life. Share it with your wise counsel and see what they say to you. That's how you know it's from the enemy. Because if you're not willing to share that I want to go to this dude's house at 11 o'clock at night, I want to walk down the hall real quick in my little booty shorts. And if you're not even willing to share it, you know it's from the enemy. Because you're trying to hide it. You're trying to hide it. You know it's from the enemy. So that's a telltale sign. Don't even do it, boo. Don't even do it. But tell somebody and see what they say and be willing to accept the correction, the counsel, the accountability. Bro said no. He said it in a most sweet, subtle, calm way. I couldn't do nothing but say, bro, you're right, man. All right. But that's all I got for now. Until next time. Peace.